tortured and killed. We take you now inside one of Saddam's most notorious prisons, 18 miles west of Baghdad. And it's hard to imagine a grimmer place. U.S. soldiers are searching what remains of one of the biggest and most elaborate prisons in the world. Saddam Hussein never cut corners when it came to punishment. Abu Ghraib once held tens of thousands of human souls, criminals, political enemies, and those who just happened to get in the way. A 12-year-old Iranian boy visiting his grandmother near Basra in 1985 was swept up in an Iraqi invasion. He was still here 15 years later. Every survivor has a story.
Prisoners were taken to watch executions. Anyone who cried was executed too.
This man spent 9 years here for political dissent. Were you tortured?
Our hands were tied like this. First the left hand and then the foot. Then a black hood on my head. Then they applied electricity.
The apparatus is still here. Their scars will never fade. Last year, the gates were opened briefly, a final desperate attempt to encourage regime support. Thousands were released in exchange for a pledge of loyalty to Saddam. Too late for those who took the long walk to the execution rooms. In Iraq, Abdallah Ahmed says, some killed just for pleasure.
They had a game. They made people drink gasoline. Then they put them out in the open ground and fired guns at them.
U.S. soldiers are finding bodies everywhere.
His head used to be right there. This mound of dirt just to his left is covering up the second guy's head.
The echoes of human suffering have left these corridors, but the fear still nags. What if Iraqi soldiers come back?
They might restart their old ways.
Some former inmates say that in the 1990s, the prison became so crowded that Saddam's son, Uday, ordered hundreds executed to make room for more. I'll have more news from here in Baghdad later in the broadcast. But now, Harry Smith in New York with other news of the day. Harry?
All right, thanks, Dan. There was a deadly shooting today at a high school in New Orleans. It was a chaotic scene as
a list of things to do, but it won't be easy.